Hello everybody, it's great to see you all again. I'm Michael, aka Trainman3985, and it's been a while since I last posted a video, hasn't it? Well, a lot has been going on and some of it has been calming down to the point where I feel like I can make another video. So, I felt that it was time that I gave you guys a bit of an update on things and set a few things straight as to what I'm doing, and hopefully clarify and clear some few things, and to give you guys a little bit of reassurance. In order to explain what's been going on, we have to go back to, I want to say, January of 2017. My mom and I had just gotten done moving into a new house which was owned by a former acquaintance of ours who, for this story, I will keep nameless because I honestly don't care to say her real name, but we'll get more to that later. She used to be a kind friend of ours, and because she knew us for a while, and, well, we've known her for a while, and we thought it would be a great opportunity to move into a new house. So my mom, I, and my stepdad at the time did move in with her, and things looked like they were going to turn out for the greater. We were a family, we were close together, and my mom and stepdad at the time finally got through with a divorce thing. Man, I still am not used to this kind of things. We were a happy-go-lucky family who felt that nothing could possibly ruin this wonderful moment. So fast forward to about, say, I want to say August of 2019. Something started to go a little bit downhill because a job I was working at the time was laying me off because there wasn't much work going at the time, and to be fair, the job was a seasonal job, so seasonal jobs tend to do that. Then the person me and my mom were living with, she started having her ideas above her own station, so to speak. She started acting cocky and started using me and my mom for a few things, and she didn't really approve of my mom doing something. My mom had recently gotten remarried, and she had a wonderful husband, and apparently that wasn't okay with our acquaintance of ours who thought we were family, and she eventually started living with him in his own place, and I was left with our former acquaintance of ours because I thought it was a nice idea at the time. Because we were thinking of the idea of maybe doing something, but it didn't work out because the person we were living with started going crazy, and I will not talk about what had happened for personal and private reasons. However, all I will say was, right around the time my mom and her new husband started living together, she had started to try and split me and my mom and try to sour our relationship, and she started talking trash about her and started saying how I was wrong for always trusting my mom, and saying I was going down a wrong path, which I cannot tolerate. And then a month later, things really escalated, and, well, Mom told me to move in with her and her husband. And so I did. And we've been slowly but surely moving all of our stuff out of the house for a while, mainly because we have limited space and we're trying to clear up a few things and such. So I thought afterwards things might calm down a little bit, and things have, thank God. And my mom and I were talking one day, and she said that our former acquaintance was trying to take her away from me and try to split us from each other, because apparently she saw my mom as the one person she can live with, and then if she isn't happy, then nobody else deserves to be happy. And she tried to insult me, and she tried to insult my mom, and she tried to take us away so that way we wouldn't be together anymore. Now, I don't know what makes it okay to do that, and I do not know why it's okay for an old person to say that, but that's unacceptable behavior. Not at all. I don't care who you are, I don't care how old you are, I don't care what your religion is, and I don't care what your policies are, but 100% there should never be an excuse for disrespecting someone, and there's no excuse to set aside common sense. I don't want this to continue any further than it already has. I am done with it, and I am going to move on and let go of it, which I did for a while. My mom and new stepdad and I are wonderful and happy together. We are no longer associated with our former acquaintance of ours, and, well, if this makes us her number one enemy, then so be it, but we're not going to live with somebody like that. And afterwards, the job that I was being laid off at, I eventually decided that it was time to get a new one. And I thankfully got one around maybe around November or December, I don't quite remember. I got a new job, and it has a better schedule and better pay, and I have acquaintances who I can now call friends, and it's such a fun work environment that it just feels wonderful. So that's the main thing I wanted to get out of my system and explain. The next is the one that's kind of a bit of an iffy one, and one that I'm pretty sure everyone is familiar with. And that particular thing is the Coppa law. Now, I'm assuming a good majority of you already know what Coppa is and what effects it has on certain YouTube channels, but I'm pretty sure there's a good majority of you who don't know it from squash bean salad. I won't go into too much detail since everybody knows it by now, but that's squash bean salad and that's Coppa. Okay, all joking aside, Coppa is basically a Children's Privacy Protection Act that is designed, as I previously said, to protect children's identity and information and private information. A few of the details are a bit sketchy, but I think either Google or YouTube was looking up information about children between the ages of 0 and 13, and they got slapped with a hefty fine from Coppa. Well, the FTC and Coppa did get a paid settlement from either Google or YouTube, but now YouTube has changed their terms of service where we, the creators, have to mark our videos as for made for kids or for not made for kids, and they quote unquote say if we don't do it, then we will get severely slapped with a huge fine. And they have a YouTube bot who, quote-unquote, can tell whether a video is made for kids or not made for kids. Now, this is something I thought I didn't have any right to say, purely because I didn't think it was something I could talk about. But since I made my comment to the FTC, and I've signed a few petitions to save YouTube and a few other things, I feel that I am allowed to say what I want to say. So, as mentioned, Coppa is a law now that is now updated YouTube's terms of service, and YouTubers have to abide by this law. So basically you have to set your channel for not made for kids or for kids, or go through your videos individually so you can mark them as for kids or for not made for kids. So what does this mean for my YouTube channel? Well, at the risk of losing potential subscribers and losing a lot of recommendations and possible new views, I've set my channel to not made for kids. I've done this for a few reasons. One, I never made any YouTube videos targeted for children to be my intended audience. I basically started posting videos of whatever I liked and my hobbies and passion, and well, my main priority on my channel is trains, and I've grown an audience since then. And secondly, I looked at my channel's algorithm. A good majority of my YouTube audience is between the ages of 24 and 100. And thirdly, I found out that by setting your channel to not made for kids, you fall under what train fans like me are categorized by general audience, which means your content appeals to both kids and adults, which is strange because I think YouTube should have at least added a feature where you can mark your channel or videos or both as either not made for kids or for general audience. Honestly, YouTube is really strange these days, and some of the decisions they make are questionable. I think one of two things should either happen. YouTube needs to get their heads out of their asses and start thinking smartly and understand that they're the reason why they got slapped with that fine and not put the blame on us, or the higher-ups at YouTube or the CEO should be fired and replaced with someone who knows what they're doing. Now, I'm kind of okay with how things have been going on as of late, but personally, I lean towards the latter. It's gonna be some time before that day ever comes, so we'll just have to make it as best we can. And finally, let's get serious. Did not make any videos intended for kids like, hello everybody, or I like toy trains. I never intended to make any of those videos, and I don't plan to anytime soon. So yeah, that's what's been going on as of late. I've been mainly holding back on videos for a while to try and think of how I wanted to word this. So I think that's all of the serious talk done, and everything is all set in stone. So now I think it's time we move on to some more positive stuff. But before we do, I'd like to give a shout out to today's sponsor, Plowbender Studios. He's an excellent modeler, an excellent conversationist, and a great friend. He also does custom model work, model reviews, and sweet diecast reviews as well. And he also lets ponies make a cameo in his videos. And he's got a great original series called Tales from the Farm. So, do you like model stuff?
Yes.
Do you like reviews?
Yes.
Do you enjoy hilarious live streams?
Yes.
Do you enjoy original series?
Yes.
And do you like ponies?
Yes.
Yes.
Then remember,
Call Mr. Plow. That's my name. That name again is Mr. Plow.
right, as you guys are aware, I've made a new welcome to my channel video to introduce people to my YouTube channel. And in the description of that video, I made a list of things I do on my YouTube channel, and we're gonna go over them. First off is rail fanning videos. As you guys know, I enjoy rail fanning, and I mean, going out to see trains as they go by, there's just something about it that just makes it all the more special and enjoyable too. Plus, trains are sort of my therapy, and making videos is also a part of the therapy. And not to mention, trains are awesome and cool. I assure you, those are never going away. Though, as you guys may have seen, I sort of limit myself to a certain timeline. Let me explain. I'm sure as you guys are aware, I did 2 rail fanning videos where they were over an hour long. The first one, I intended it to be long, but the second one, I did not mean to make it long. A friend of mine actually said that there are people out there that enjoy hour-long videos, and I did wanted to do that, but I only did it as a one-time thing. A second time was not intention, but it happened, and you know what they say, everything in life happens. So, in a way to not overdo it or make the videos seem boring, I limit myself to between 30 and 40 minutes, so that way when I make rail fanning videos, they won't be too boring. But other than that, rail fanning videos are going to keep coming. Next on the list is model railroading. Yes, I know it's been a while since I last did a model railroading video, but there's a reason for that. That was due to the move from my mom and I's former acquaintance to my current stepdad's residence. And at the time of getting a new job, I was sort of putting it off a little bit, hence why I stopped making model railroad videos. Well, I didn't stop doing them, I put them on hiatus. But I can safely say now that, I can safely tell you guys that model train videos are going to be coming back, because I have been constructing a new train table, or train layout if you will, out of shells, and it's nearing completion. Not 100%, but almost to the point where I can run model trains. Here's a video of the latest work I've done to the layout. Once I finish the layout, I'll do a full separate video as a follow-up talking about it and showing what it is, and I will start doing model railroad videos again. And not to spoil you guys, or I might as well come out saying it, I'm also considering doing model train reviews. I'll explain more if the idea goes into Steam, no pun intended. Okay, yes. But we'll have to wait and see on that. Next up is train simulator videos. As you guys know, on Steam, I play a few games, but the number one game I binge play the most is Train Simulator. It's really a fun and exciting game. Like I said in my 500 subscriber Q&A video, I don't really hate Trains with a Z. I think it's a great game like Railworks. But nowadays, most of the videos that you see today are mostly done with trains. So I like to be unique and stand from the crowd. I have tons of train sim videos that I'm going to post, and I have great ideas for them. And one of them, as you guys know, is a project called Train to Catch. First, I'm sorry I haven't talked about it in a while. Some things kind of happened. I used to have a regular laptop to film the train stuff on, but unfortunately it didn't quite work out, and I had to convert the video files so that they work with my video programming. But if you follow me on my Discord server and my Instagram page, you saw that a while ago my dad bought me a new gaming computer, and I've since been experimenting with it and making the graphics and settings that makes the train sim videos look even more detailed and cool. And unfortunately, a glitch happened in where the video clips wouldn't show up on my video making program, and I had to unfortunately delete them. However, I was able to save a few of the train clips that were used, and I even managed to make a small preview of Train to Catch. Now I know this isn't going to be very long, and there may be some glitches or inaccuracies or things that in real life wouldn't happen, but mind you, again, this is just a preview. It's not going to be the actual thing. I sure hope you enjoyed. Here it is. So what do we have going for us today?
We got a boxcar heading to Florida. Then we need to move some power to Bailey Mine in Pennsylvania. Then we need to take a GO train to Centralia, Washington. Then take a double stacker back to San Bernardino.
Wow, sounds like we're going on a road trip.
Well, the railroad pays us for any job they give us.
Right. But I can safely say they're going to be fixed. So yeah, definitely. There's definitely going to be more train sim videos coming out in the future. Next up is train sprite animations. Yes, I know. A lot of you guys are probably saying, Michael, it's been 2 years since you last did those. What on earth is going on? Well, the reason why is because, well, I've been procrastinating on that, and given the times that were changing, it was kind of made a less priority, and there was some drama that happened a while back between my ex-girlfriend and 2 former acquaintances of mine. I really do not want to talk about it, as I've since moved on from what happened, and honestly, the less drama there is out there on the internet in the world, the better. But as of late, I have been slowly but surely regaining the courage to do more train spread. They're kind of on the secondary priority as I have a few other things that have taken priority. But definitely I'll bring back sprite animations. And the next up is more My Little Pony Friendship is Magic and Equestria Girls, basically their human counterparts. Yep, as you guys may know, I am a brony. I haven't made much brony stuff when it came to the fandom, mostly doing arts and drawings and such. And at this point, some people say the fandom is dead, but really it's not. It's probably just not as big as it used to be, but there's still some people out there in the fandom, and the fandom is still out there, and I still want to help contribute to that fandom. Are ponies going to be a common thing on my channel? Yes. Are they going to be the highest priority? Not really. As you guys seen time and time again, the main priority of this channel is trains. So, I would say My Little Pony and Equestria Girls is going to be a second to third priority. The main priority is trains. Next up will be voice acting. As you guys may remember, I made a soundproofing portable mic chamber or voice box, or however it's pronounced or called. And I've been looking into doing some more voice acting work. I've done some voice acting for my friends, and I've done even more voice acting for some other people. I'll leave a link to my videos I'm in list where you guys can see the many voices I can do. I do plan to expand more of my voice acting at some point, but hey, things take time, and with real life work and some other things, it kind of has to be set on the back burner because everyone has to find that balance between real life and YouTube. Trust me, as much as we all like to stay on the internet, we all have outside lives. And also, I will also be doing collaborations with people, but I'm only going to do them with my close friends, and ones who I know deserve great voice acting, and the ones that I'm very close and very familiar with. I am also going to expand on doing more funny videos and do some more comedy stuff, just because I feel that laughter is the most important thing in life. You know the old saying, crying is easy, comedy is hard? Well, again, laughter is a very important tool. It's very important to have in life, and you should always let yourself laugh and have a great time. And while there are times for it, not everything in life has to be taken so seriously. You know, you can't be boring or monotone. You gotta put on a wild act. So, I believe that brings this update to full swing. I just wanted to let you guys know, because you guys subscribe to my channel to watch videos, and you guys were probably wondering what was going on, and I felt right to tell you guys what was going on, so that way you guys wouldn't be in limbo or won't know what's going on. And I know this is probably going to sound very cliche and such, but I don't care. I'd like to thank you guys again for subscribing, liking, and watching my videos. I'm not necessarily the best YouTuber out there, but the fact that I create videos that you guys like, it really warms my heart, and it makes me smile, and it gives me the motivation to keep going. But at the same time, I know that there's some things that need to be done, like not tooting my own horn, or in this case my whistle, since I'm a steam engine. I like to think I do create great videos and make great videos, and I still believe that. But at the same time, I also know that there's room for improvement, because I'm not perfect. And you know what? I shouldn't even bother worrying about being perfect, because like Stan Lee said, if you have an idea for something, you are okay with the way you create it, and you have a way that makes you feel confident enough to make it, go for it, no matter what. And I am a strong believer in that. I will admit I'm not the best video maker, but I still make them the way I want to. And apparently you guys really like them, and I hope to create more videos just for you guys to enjoy. So with all that said, I think that brings up everybody to speed, and I can hopefully start making more videos and get the projects I currently have on hold back up and running again. Thank you again, guys, and until next time, I'm Trainman3985, and I'm rolling out.